can do. What did you think in terms of Slot's second game in charge, second competitive game in charge and first home game?
I think it was interesting in a number of ways, in that I thought the atmosphere was strange today, considering it was the first home game of a season. Is that something to do with the sort of the style of play is going to be different from Jurgen Klopp? It's not going to be as end-to-end. So maybe is there something in that, or I don't know, it just seemed a strange atmosphere. The other thing I would say is, last season was just like a roller coaster ride for Liverpool supporters, and it was so exciting. You'd come out of the game a last minute winner, or you'd come from behind, and it felt like every game was like almost like a cup final. Liverpool needed more games like that last season. They needed more games like that. And that was almost like a Man City performance, in that the game felt finished as soon as the second goal went in. It didn't feel like there was much jeopardy in the game. And again, I don't think Arne Slot's Liverpool are going to be as exciting as Jurgen Klopp's. It's almost impossible. We could all name probably 15, 20 games now over those 8 years under Jurgen Klopp that were just, wow, 4-3s, 3-2s, last minute winners. It's going to be different under Arne Slot, and I'm just interested to know, or sort of feel as the months go on, how it affects the atmosphere and sort of, the support watching it, because it did feel a strange atmosphere, but it is going to be slightly different. But who knows, it still might prove to be as successful, if not more, because as I said, last season, the way Liverpool played, they couldn't keep it going behind, getting last minute goals. It wasn't sustainable. They needed more games like that, and if Liverpool win more games like that, 2-3-0 and comfortable at home, it'll put them in a great position.
How long have we got until Liverpool kick-off? It was right from minute one as well. It didn't change all game. So many chances, so many mistakes defensively, so much great play. Great to see Cole Palmer playing a more central role right from the start. I mean, he looked dangerous, had assists, he scored a great goal himself. There was arguments, a little bit of fighting after goals.
Tension,
the whole thing. It was a brilliant Premier League game.
So it was all set up for either side to try and pick up the points going into the second half. But before Madueke then steps up with 3 goals in 14 minutes.
Defending in big numbers as well, weren't there? 6 players. 6 players pressing the ball all around the ball. So fair play to them. They got numbers forward, and that's why they scored 6 goals.
I mean, Chelsea were clinical, but how can you describe Wolves just losing their heads in midfield in the way that they did?
Out of character, I think that's how you describe it, because they had a very solid season last season again. They start every season, people saying, are Wolves going to go down? Are they, they've lost 1 or 2 very good players as well in the summer. So it's going to be an uphill battle for them, and especially if they play like that, that's quite a worrying sign, because they've never really shown signs of that, of getting a good thumping like they did today.
No, they had no pressure on the ball. They put in midfield, and the back players weren't going in there with strikers. Too easy to play against. And I've got a question mark this year, because I think that they've had a downgrade. Normally, you're looking in the summer, you might sell a good players, get good players in, but they haven't. I think they've brought players in, they've sold, and the players that are coming in is down. I really feel this year they could be in that relegation battle.
But from Enzo Maresca, so many positives. Goals in all at Molineux. We only had 2 on the south coast between Bournemouth and
It hit him there, I agree with Areola. I think that's where it hit him. And that's not illegal, that's not unlawful at the moment. So make the whole arm unlawful, and it solves everything. It's nonsense to lose that. I mean, Bournemouth on the other side, you talk about you might lose out, like Ipswich yesterday, you're talking about a goal they might have got had they got the penalty, might be crucial. These 2 points for Bournemouth could be hugely crucial.
They were also lucky, again, show it to you in just a moment, that they finished with 11 Newcastle United.